Hello everyone, my name is Dee and welcome to my Pick a Card Tarot Readings channel and welcome to your reading. In this reading we are going to explore your spiritual gift and its highest intended purpose and use for this lifetime, for this life journey, the highest potential that it can expand into as well. There are 5 different cards to choose from. Decide which one of them you're feeling a resonance with. It's calling you in to talk about your spiritual gift and give you more guidance and understanding as to what you're supposed to do with it or how you're supposed to grow it and nurture it. I will start with the first card. There are timestamps listed for all of them below. Hello, card number 1. All right, so the color of this gemstone is orange, and you were drawn into this because you receive a lot of psychic information through your sacral chakra. It is the water chakra. So just because it's not your third eye or your crown chakra, it doesn't mean that you're not deciphering and reading energy through that chakra. In fact, that is one of your strongest chakras. So when you're feeling out of balance, really emotional, confused, in the fog, disconnected, try focusing on balancing, healing, and meditating on your sacral chakra, because that's most likely the culprit to what makes your energy feel very out of balance. When life is throwing a lot of things at you, this chakra is very important for you to tend to and nurture, also attached to your spiritual gift. And it's not to say that you're not using other chakras. It's just Spirit wanted you to know that this chakra, the sacral, the water chakra, the divine feminine energy, whether you're male or female, is instrumental in your spiritual gift and the way that you use it, as well as your overall feeling and sense of self energetically. So keep that in mind, and let's see what you were attracted to. Okay, so you have the Prophet. You are spiritually gifted with sight, with vision, psychic ability, foreseeing what's to come for yourself, for others, for the world. And I feel for a lot of you, this comes in dreams. And look at the waterfall. There's that water chakra. Oh my gosh, that makes perfect sense. What I did is I shuffled them, I set them all up, and then I just put the stones in front of them. I didn't know what was behind. Like, I knew the card, obviously for the spiritual gifts, but I shuffled them and put the stones just randomly, and look at that. I love that. I love synchronicity from Spirit, because here in the lower, the sacral chakra, and then up here, the crown, the third eye, they work together. You receive a lot of information through the sacral. And aside from the vision, being the prophet that you are, you're very empathic, okay? You pick up on the emotions, the vibes, the thoughts, like empathic and telepathic, of other people. And Spirit is confirming that for you. And for you guys, I do feel that you are meant to really take this spiritual gift far, this life journey, more than it just being a tool for your spiritual development for this lifetime. I do feel many of you are meant to create with this, whether you do readings, you write books, you write poetry, you're creative. Like, this will come through. Yes, because the water, the sacral, it's a very creative energy. If you're not like channeling, prophesizing, the other way that your spiritual gift manifests is through your creativity, through your artistic abilities, talents, and gifts as well. So that's pretty deep. I like that. Follow through on those talents, spiritual and creative talents. You have a lot of potential. You'll go very far this lifetime. It's so much more than just a tool to evolve your soul this life journey. You're meant to help and inspire and awaken others. And I do feel that as you become fully aware of self and your gift and your ability, you're going to teach, you're going to help activate others with this gift of foresight, of prophecy. So you are the prophet, the psychic. And your dreams, yes, Spirit's looping me back, and you get a lot of information through your dreams. So let's pull some more cards. Also with this, because the sacral chakra is so strong, a lot of you feel like these visions are just like intuitive promptings or intuition, and Spirit's saying that's a part of it, but you go beyond that. Like your third eye is wide open, or at least it's beginning to open, just depending on where you're at on your spiritual awareness at this time. Okay, so I'm just going to pull out 3, and I want you to look at the artwork here. This is all about a sacred task for you to feel this lifetime. And, you know, Queen of the Nagas, this is like, you are royalty. You are spiritual royalty. You are not gifted and talented like this for no reason. So yeah, I knew like you had a high potential here. And this is where things that seem challenging in your way, red tape, setbacks, there is purpose to this. It's the things that irritate you, activate you, and awaken you and expand you. And some of the irritants like are pushing you on a new path or forcing you into new ideas. So Spirit, a very interesting, Spirit's like, don't think that you're doing it wrong or there's something wrong with your vibration because of a certain irritants that are in your experience. They're not there as a punishment, as bad karma or anything like that. They're there to help activate and expand you and awaken you further, and shifting perception of that is going to allow you to see these irritants in it like a whole new light. And instead of being you know, something that's uncomfortable, frustrating, irritating, you come into the gift, the reward, the pearl that it's meant to offer you this whole time. And lastly, you are going through an awakening right now. This right here is remembrance at the soul level. All right. So past lifetimes, remember we got that you're spiritual royalty here. Past lifetimes, you've perfected this spiritual gift as well as these creative talents and abilities. That's why the empathic ability within you runs deep. Like, you're intuitive, you're empathic, you're telepathic, you're healing, you read energy, you decipher energy in a way that other people don't. You pick up on very, very subtle details. You're able to connect dots that would completely evade other people. You have such strong foresight of what's gonna happen. And I do feel like sometimes you doubt yourself because you feel something very strongly, and it's like what you're picking up on, the timeline like shifted. The timeline jumps to a different trajectory, and so the outcome there changes and shifts as well. And so at times it's like, well, man, I was feeling like that was going to happen so strongly. Why didn't it play out? Because it didn't play out on the path that you're on, the timeline that you're on. Okay, that doesn't mean, especially those of you who give readings, that doesn't mean that all the things that you said didn't play out in the timeline to those people that you talk to. Now let that sink in for a minute, because that was pretty deep. I never got a message like that before. Wow. All right, let's pull some more cards and see what else Spirit wants to add about this. You are very protected, a lot of angelic energy around you. Not surprised since, you know, the spiritual royalty card. Remember, you have a sacred mission to fulfill this lifetime, and you're going to awaken and you're going to remember everything you need to in the right time. And right now you are in that awakening process with these irritants. And look at this past life. It goes back to the message that we are already picking up on, that you've been at this for lifetimes. Oh my gosh, the Akashic Librarian. So not only are you this wonderful psychic, prophet, empath, telepath, energy healer, spiritual royalty, very gifted with creative talents. You also read past lives, and this is, okay, this goes back to that timeline shifting and changing as well. You pick up on past life energy around people. In fact, you should look into, you know, different tools and teachings. There's so much free stuff on YouTube to help awaken you into your ability to read Akashic records for people, because you have the rites of passage with this card coming out. But also there's a dual meaning where when you are picking up on energies, whether it's just like a random channeling that you're doing for yourself or for other people or for the world, you are picking up on a lot of different timelines of what could be, of the possibilities that could be. Something that you need to understand is when the timeline that ends up coming into play is because the majority of the collective of humanity is in vibration with that, is in belief with that, is in alignment with that. And I'm trying to think of how to explain this deeper. You see all the different outcomes, and that's why you doubt yourself, because what you see, what you feel the strongest, doesn't always coincide with the majority of the decision in the collective consciousness of humanity. And it's like, you need to know that you're not wrong. You're just picking up on like multiple dimensions, multiple realities. And you can read past life, but also with this lifetime is a lifetime where many past life journeys, the wisdom, the experience, the evolution received, you are meant to awaken to fully this life journey. I mean, we got past lifetimes too coming out right there. Okay, challenging path, that goes back to the irritations, the challenges, the frustrations, and false prophet. Okay, so you have really questioned yourself, and that's why Spirit came in so strong about these multiple timelines, and it was kind of intense and hard for me to even decipher that message properly for you guys. You doubt yourself, and Spirit is saying you are not a false prophet. You have this gift, and like any gift and natural talent and ability, you have to nurture it and tender it so that it can grow and so you can fully stretch back into it. It's a process. You know, at a very high vibrational level in the 5D, it's all there, easily accessible. But here in the very dense, slow moving 3D physical realm, it takes a lot of time for the like opening, like just think of a flower opening very slowly to receive those rays, that information. And that's what's happening for you right now in your life. Spirit wants you to know that you have a sacred mission to fulfill. I definitely believe that you guys are meant to have a spiritually based business practice, whether that's you're doing readings or it's more creative, like you're drawing, you're painting, you're writing, you're teaching a class, you're helping people awaken. And this challenging path that you've been on, it's not always going to be like this. Once this like full bloom happens for you and you're fully turned on and fully aware of yourself, these challenges fade away. The irritants are no longer needed. They become the pearls of wisdom, pearls of activation for you, and then you gift that to others. This is card 5, and this is 41, so that's a 5. 2 5s here. You are in a period of challenge and change. Spirit wants you to know that. It's like the hardest part is about to be over. You are protected. The angels are always, always with you. And don't let anybody who you feel has led you astray in the past, don't let that deter you from your own spiritual awakening and journey and mission. And a good example of this is when Doreen Virtue denounced like all of her angel teachings, all of her decks, and went back to, or I don't know if she went back or she just became an awakened Christian. That really bothered me because early on in my journey, I had used a lot of her decks. And, it took some time for me to realize, what she chose has nothing to do with me and my past. To me, at this point, maybe she was just false the whole way through. I don't know. I don't want to judge, but I just felt compelled to share that, don't let anybody that once inspired you or that you looked up to deter you if they fall from grace in your eyes. All that means is that person's place is no longer needed. They did all the activating and all the awakening they needed to do in your life for you to evolve and move on to the next step. And it doesn't make them bad and horrible and wrong. It just means they're no longer meant to be a part of your journey because now you are expanding beyond that. Whereas one point in time you resonated with that vibration, you awakened, it's time for you to move on. They stayed still or they regressed, all right? So just know that. Okay, let's pull some tarot. Knight of Swords, there you are. Reading minds, channeling from the higher realms, that's you. Spirit confirmed that so much. Past lives, look at that. Past lives there. Okay, so you have been on this for many, many lifetimes, and this is the moon in Sagittarius. So no question of your psychic ability. Sagittarius is higher spirituality, higher learning, and you've been at this for a lifetime. So that's why this journey, you're a master. You're meant to be a leader, a teacher, have a spiritually based practice or business, very consumed and interested in the spiritual life in all capacities, spiritual living, spiritual eating, vast array of different spiritual teachings and understandings. That's why, because you've been at this for lifetimes and you're achieving a lot this life journey, and you're helping assist and shift this age of Pisces into Aquarius. Oh yeah, look at this, the Tree of Life under the Akashic Librarian. Spirit's just confirming like one after another. We have the Strength card under Challenging Path. Yeah, look at that. Wow. And under False Prophet, we have the Ace of Coins. So, dual message with this. Yes, you are the real deal. Also, don't ever discount what you resonated with or who at different points on your journey, because they gave you everything you needed at that time for the next step, for the next level, for you. Okay, but wow. With your tarots coming out, you will always be given signs, red flags, gut instincts, uncomfortable feelings, uncomfortable energy, visions, hearing voices, maybe some of you even, when something isn't right. But because you are such an advanced, evolved being, you have that free will choice. Always, always, always. Despite what you signed up for or hoped for this lifetime, what you wanted to achieve, you always have that free will. So when you're stepping into the lion's den and it's not a path, excuse me, it's not a path in your highest good, you're going to get a ton of red flags. Wow. Yeah, and look at, I really just had to clear my throat out of nowhere. Yes, you're going to be warned multiple times. Like I had to clear my throat 3 times there. You're going to get warning after warning after warning after warning when something is not your path and in your highest good, even if you desire it deeply. Okay, you're going to get a lot of warnings that that is not the way to go. It is not in your highest good. Why? Because of all the evolution of past lifetimes. You have a lot of good karma with you. You have a lot of spirits around you, connection into the angelic realm, the tree of life with the Akashic librarian. You read energy, past life for yourself, for others, as well as seeing all these different timelines. Like you are a spiritual genius. And here, challenging paths, every irritant, every challenge, every setback, it only makes you stronger, bigger, badder, and wiser. You are the real deal. And also you're meant to make money, generate income from walking a spiritual path, having a spiritually based business somehow, some way, however that manifests for you personally. So let's pull 3 more cards for you guys. Golden Treasures. Oh my gosh, this card, this Golden Treasures, is almost identical in meaning to this card here. Okay, the Pearl of Sharo. These are almost the exact same message. The Golden Treasures. Yes, the challenges, the setbacks, allow spirit to show you a whole new perspective on them, because those are your activators. And the way something triggers you is for purpose. Don't get caught up in the emotion. Like, separate from the emotion of the irritant, of the trigger, and see with your spiritual eyes, and you'll be like, ah, that is what that's trying to teach me. That is what that's trying to gift to me. And look at that energy exchange. Just another confirmation that you are empathic, telepathic, and you know, with the sacral chakra, the water chakra being so strong in you, you pick up a lot of people's energy. So at times when you're feeling really out of balance and it's time to meditate on the sacral, put an energetic barrier around you so you can see where your energy ends and other people's energy begins, and what emotions and thoughts are truly yours opposed to other people, or even what you're channeling from the spiritual realm. Oh yeah, look at that life purpose. Your life purpose is to share this spiritual gift, is to help shift this age fully into Aquarius. You are spiritual royalty. You have been on these spiritual missions for many, many lifetimes. You've done a lot of sacrificing in lifetimes for the highest good. You always answer the call of spirit, and you are like multifaceted, gifted, talented, with spiritual gifts. Like you're the whole enchilada here. And yes, however that manifests for you personally, that is your life purpose, your journey. This isn't so much about you know, your own awakening, your own spiritual evolution this lifetime. It's more of like a remembrance of all these past lifetimes, bringing the full mastery into this journey for the needs of the collective of humanity at this time. So let's pull one final message. Freedom. Follow your heart and nurture your soul with love and freedom to grow. Yes, even if you are in a very 3D based job at this time, you will naturally align and evolve into your spiritual practice and mission. You will, and you will be free of these 3D irritants. You're moving through it, this beautiful awakening to all these past lifetimes to assist you for now to fully awaken to your life purpose. So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, card number 2. All right, so you were attracted to card 2 plus the blue stone. And what this tells me is whatever your spiritual gift is, a lot of it has to do with your throat chakra, which means you have an angelic voice, you have a soothing voice, you have a comforting voice, you have a wise voice, you speak the truth, you give good advice, your words are wise. Some of you, you could be a singer, all right? Or something to do with like public speaking, maybe even preaching for some of you, but you have a gift attached to your throat chakra. And, you know, this manifests in many different ways, but for you guys, when you don't actively speak your truth, this chakra gets really out of balance and you become confused. And when there's like a lot of chaos in your life, you can find that it's very, very hard to articulate or properly express yourself. You have a lot of spiritual sensitivity connected to your throat chakra. So Spirit wanted you to know that. And let's see what you got. Okay, so you guys have the intercessor. Now, the gift attached to this is not the only gift that you possess spiritually for some of you, but this is the gift that Spirit wants to highlight and let you become aware of, and let you know that this is a big part of this life journey. Being the intercessor, you have a power in prayer. You have power in manifestation. Thoughts and emotion create our reality, right? But for you guys, your words, what you speak into reality, is just as powerful, if not more so. What you ask for, it shall be given, for yourself and for others. And you don't get this type of energy unless you've lived many lifetimes in the service of Spirit with a lot of sacrifice. You are somebody who makes magic. You and people say this about you, like you could pray about something, you could meditate on something, and it just happens. Like people say there's magic around you, or you find that when you put somebody in your prayers, or you're really focused on them being blessed, you see magic unfold in their life because you have this magic. You've earned this. What you ask for is shall be given for yourself and others. So use this spiritual gift. It's like a power, really, properly, always, 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 because very few on this planet possess this gift. And that would go back to the throat chakra, right? What you ask for is shall be given. And your words hold a lot of strength and power. I definitely feel that you are meant to be on a platform of some kind, speaking your spiritual truth, whether that is a strong religious belief, different spiritual beliefs, the law of attraction, energy, the power of prayer, of healing, whatever it is. You are meant to be on a platform of some kind, being the intercessor. So let's pull some more cards for you guys. Like, you are somebody, be careful what you wish for, because at some point in this life journey, it's going to happen. It's going to manifest and unfold for you guys. Oh my gosh, yes. Reach for what your soul wants. You are a powerful manifester. And also, I feel the angels speak through you. Okay? The angels speak through you to others, and they speak to you through your intuition, through your spirit. Next out is, okay, so this right here, you've gone through something recently, and it's kind of made you stumble and question things a little bit. And Spirit wants you to know that there are angels, like just look at that picture there. There are angels that are assisting in your healing process. And the more you reach out, the more you pray, the more you meditate, you know, however you sit with Spirit, the more that you do that, the faster this healing comes in. And also, oh my goodness, you are somebody, you can pray to the angels. You can talk to the angels and ask for healing for people in their lives. Like, you are heard. Your voice is the loudest voice in the angelic realm as well as in the earth plane. Like, I feel that you advocate for people. You stand up for people. You are the voice for the voiceless, some of you. Oh, yeah. Because this here is a remembering at the soul. And card 1 also received this. Throughout this life journey, you're going to have a lot of awakening, remembrance of these past lifetimes where you spent your entire life in the service of spirit, in the service of humanity. And that is why you are blessed. Like, you are almost mystical to me, okay? If this was a story that we were reading, you are the hero, you are the light, you are the one with the superpower, with the magic. And this seems totally foreign to you as I'm saying this right now, you're gonna awaken to this in this life journey. You are, because it's a big part of your purpose. Being on a platform, everything that we've already discussed, like, that is a big part of your purpose this lifetime. So let's pull some more cards. And look at this. This is card 41. This is card 1. This is card 4. So it's almost like the number 41 is mirroring for you. And, you know, a 4 and a 1 is 5, right? So you help a lot of people through changes and challenges in their life. But also that mirroring, that goes back to your power. Never underestimate your power. And the more you focus on that on the daily and getting consistent in your vibration, your power will work much, much quicker. Rebirth. Yeah, see, you're going to do a lot of assistance and service to humanity and help people awaken and change and move through pain. And you have a unique style. You march to the beat of your own drum. Like I said, there are very few of you that possess this power, this very special connection to the angelic realm. Consciousness. You will fully awaken into the 5D spiritually and pull that into the 3D realm for yourself and for others. And again, back to that power you have, which you ask for, you shall receive for yourself and others. Atonement and upgrade. All right. Look at atonements. That's right under that healing. You, not only do you have this power and this gift with voice, with word, with prayer, you also have a power to really bring people to the light, bring people to Jesus, bring people to the red carpet of themselves, to see themselves, like that mirroring where you have a way where you can take somebody into the darkest depth of themselves, and it feels like a safe journey for them, and they have an awakening and they know what they need to do to heal, to change. You activate consciousness expansion in many throughout this life journey. And this upgrade, as your soul awakens and remembers who and what you truly are, you, like, life feels upgraded in the 3D, because as you come into your power and learning to properly harness it and hold your vibration, it's like boom, 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 boom. You think it, you speak it, it shows up for you and for others. All right, let's pull some tarot. And that rebirth, that goes back to that healing that you help others do. And I feel for you guys as well, there's going to be, like, you have this big shift where I feel there is a portion of your life that you are completely unaware of your spiritual gift, power, and strength. And it's almost like you have this rebirthing of self, fully stretching in to this spiritual gift and power that you possess. Magician, you are magic, but we've already established that. Knight of Pentacles, you are definitely meant to earn a career in the 3D, you know, manifesting your spiritual gifts somehow, some way, and that's going to be different for all of you. Seven of Wands on consciousness, and this goes back to where if like you can say something to somebody about themselves, their behavior, and they're going to hear you, whereas somebody else could say the same thing to this person as you, but they would get very triggered and defensive. Like, you have a way of breaking down people's walls and barriers, and sometimes because of that power you possess, it might freak people out a little bit. All right, Knight of Wands, you know the path to healing, the path to atonement, and now we have the Lovers. Okay, so this is beautiful. You are meant to be part of a very sacred, special, divine union, this life journey, with somebody who also possesses a spiritual gift, talent, or ability to some capacity, and you guys can meet in that space with each other. And they will be a deep, deep comfort to you as well as you to them. Because you, with this unique and the intercessor, there are so few that have your magic. And you've earned this. You've worked with the angels multiple lifetimes, completely sacrificing your own 3D pleasurable experiences. Like, some of you may have been like nuns or monks, or just spent a life in celibacy or in service, and that was just your choice, lifetime after lifetime, very close to spirit. And some of you, I feel, could have been born into a very strongly religious family, and at some point it's like you have this activation in consciousness and you break away from that religious belief and you immerse yourself more in like spirituality, where there is no dogma, so to speak, and you feel very free at the soul. Okay, let's pull some more cards. Oh yeah, look at this. You got the blue star energy coming through. This is also attached to the throat chakra as well as the third eye. So this is just another confirmation to me of your connection to the angelic realm, but also you are a guide in the darkness for others. And when you feel encapsulated in darkness, the angels are the guide for you. You are the blue star. Next out is vibration. Yeah, the vibration, the frequency of sound of your voice, but also you being a master manifester, a powerful intercessor. You speak it into existence. Okay, thoughts and emotions and voice, very important. And it's like you've got to really, the biggest challenge for you is learning to harness your own vibration and frequency. But once you master that, there's no stopping you. All right. Oh, and now we have self-love. This means that, you know, you really need to love yourself as much as you love anybody else. You are just as important. And also a message here that you need you as much as anybody else needs you. And the way that you're there for others, I feel that maybe sometimes you neglect yourself in your own needs because you are a true humanitarian. You have such a pure angelic heart. Your connection to the higher realms, to the angels, right there, coming through in your heart space. You speak it into existence. Some of you might even get into some healing work. Nurse, doctor, or maybe even some holistic, Reiki, energy healing. But you have power in prayer, in what you speak, and a master manifester. And you've earned this in this life journey. This is meant to manifest in a way that you do draw an income from it. And Spirit doesn't want you to feel bad about that, because you give out so much to so many, and you are going to help so many this life journey. You deserve to receive back for that. You deserve a comfortable, happy life for everything that you give and you do, and all that you have sacrificed in this life journey as well. Spirit is acknowledging that. It's like you cannot help it. You feel the calling of your heart so strong for anyone, for everyone. And sometimes the darkness can make you feel like you're being pulled off your path, but that's when you need to connect in to the angels, because you are the blue star. You are very healing to everybody who encounters you. You make miracles happen. You teach people how to create miracles in their own life. And you are meant to have this beautiful rebirth, upgrade, expansion at some point in this journey. And you are meant to be a part of a divine spiritual union. Spirit wants you to know that. And also love and appreciate yourself, because there are so few like you on this earth plane that can maintain that beautiful, pure, angelic vibration of unconditional love, of teaching, and your power in like prayer, what you ask for yourself, for others. When you're coming from the heart space, it's like it's granted. Your wish is granted every single time, because it's not wishes and desires of the ego. It's wishes and desires of the heart space through unconditional love. You are something very, very special and precious. Love yourself. Be there for yourself, because you need you just as much as anybody else needs you and your love and your light. You've got to keep your flame burning, or you have no fire to give to others, no fire to activate others. So let's pull you one final message. Stillness. Reflect on this moment with love, kindness, and compassion. When you're feeling really out of whack, really out of balance, you can't properly express yourself, sit quietly with the angels. Call upon them to be your guide in the darkness, and they will come through. The more that you do this, if you start making this a daily practice, you're going to almost hear them speaking to you as if they're sitting right next to you. And do not underestimate this gift. So few have it. So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, card number 3. All right. So being attracted to card 3 and the rose quartz here, you have a strong connection in your heart chakra attached to your spiritual gift, whatever that may be. We will flip the card in a second, but your heart chakra plays a big role in your spiritual gift this lifetime. So you definitely feel everything. You are a lover. You are not a fighter. You don't like confrontation. You are somebody who probably mediates or tries to break up tense situations or arguments. You try to be very fair. You are a very heart-centered, heart-based person. And Spirit is acknowledging that for you. Very easy for you to get your feelings hurt because of your sensitivity in the heart space and the way that you feel other people. When somebody is very mean to you, says harsh things, it cuts you deeper than it would the average person. And so you're not like oversensitive or too much. It's literally you feel things much deeper on a much bigger scale than the average person. And that's not just pain, that's also happiness and love. When you love deep. There is nothing in this world compared to your love. I'll tell you that. This is also the biggest stone out of all 5 of them, so you have a very, very big heart. All right. Your spiritual gift is the spirit medium. So you are a medium. You talk to people who have crossed over. Now, it doesn't mean that you don't speak to like angels and things like that. That's a channeler. You absolutely can and probably do, but your strongest connection to the non-physical is with like passed on departed souls who have transitioned out of physical back into the non-physical. And some of you may be aware of this gift, and maybe this is the first time you're hearing that. Spirit is saying, whether you're aware or this is brand new information, it's time to expand on this gift. So maybe take a class, look for some exercises to try online maybe, but this gift is meant to really activate all the way to the point where you will speak to, departed souls as easily as you could carry on a conversation with me. It's meant to be a very big part of this life journey, and I feel through your connection, you being the medium, you're going to bring a lot of healing and closure to people who have lost their loved ones, where their loved ones have transitioned, and that's a very painful thing for anybody to go through. But you are the medium in between the worlds, and Spirit is acknowledging that. And some of you, I feel this will become like your full main focus as the way that you create income this lifetime, and others of you, this is just more something that you're going to be doing on the side along with your 3D career. So let's pull you some more cards. Okay, yeah, look at that. 963 hertz. That is the frequency of you. That is the seraphim, the angelic realm. You absolutely have a connection to them as well. Spirit is confirming that. So not only, these departed souls, but the angels as well. And I highly recommend, for your activation, awakening, or even balancing your energy, listen to different meditations with that 963 hertz, because that frequency is very healing to your energy, and that's where you predominantly vibrate. Okay, and next out, this this is deep intelligence of the heart, and we already got that message. So Spirit confirming, and this is card 3, and this was the 3rd card, right? So you have the heart of 3 beautiful, honest people. Like, that's your heart. It would take 3 people who live their life in the light to compare to the energy and depth and wealth of your heart space. Oh my gosh. And this is card 21, so there's that 3 again. So card 3, 3, 3. And okay, this is an 8 now coming through, which is all about infinity. The energy that's put out is the energy that comes back. But this is you. You speak the deepest truth. You have an angelic voice. And what that tells me is, with this seraphim energy, the 963 hertz, and the angelic voice, yes, you absolutely, without a doubt, never question yourself. You talk to transitioned souls. You talk to angels on the daily. And it may be such a part of you that sometimes it's hard for you to decipher your own thoughts from the thoughts that are being downloaded from the departed souls, as well as the angels. The angelic realm coming in strong, as well as, like these transitioned, and I want to keep saying loved ones, because when I do mediumship readings, it's transition loved ones, right? I keep wanting to say that, and since you have such a big heart, whether you personally knew somebody in this life or not, they are a loved one to you. And I feel that's why I keep wanting to say that, like passed on loved ones, they are a loved one to you. Your heart knows no boundary at all. You are, out of all the readings I've done in my life, I don't think I've ever read for somebody with a bigger heart than you. Okay. And because of that, and the sensitivity, the way that you feel things so much deeper, don't beat yourself up. Don't be so hard on yourself when other people are insensitive or mean. Don't take it as a personal attack. You vibrate in a much different space, and therefore different behaviors from others that could be directed towards you is something that you would never do or dream of doing. It's just not who you are. And we all deal with different energies when we incarnate, and the people who are those lower vibrations, they have a lot of karmic lessons to work out this lifetime. And all you could do is shine your light for them, but never take it personally if they try to come at you, because you operate up here, which may be very triggering to their energy. But you are something special, connection to the angelic realm. In fact, I feel for you guys, when you transitioned from your last life, you spent time in the angelic realm doing angelic work. That runs pretty deep. Let's pull some more cards for you guys and see what else Spirit would like to bring out. Atonement, your light, love lessons, download, and the Akashic Librarian. Okay, so this is usually the Akashic Librarian. It's all about rites of passage into the Akashic Library, and that's reading the past life energies for yourself and for others. And now some of you could absolutely possess that gift and talent and ability as well, but I feel that speaks a lot to the spirit medium, how you have a very strong connection to all those who have transitioned and passed on back into the non-physical realm. And with this atonement, the messages, when you are, channeling, giving somebody a reading, the messages you bring forth are so healing. And also a lot of departed souls, they can help balance their karma and help heal, their soulmates who are still embodied, and they're going to work through you to help make that happen, because our soulmates, sometimes they are our best love and support in this life journey, and sometimes they are our biggest challenge and pain and teachers this life journey. And when somebody has been more of a perceived negative force in your life, which has caused emotional damage, and then they transition, there is a desire after the expanding back into, full consciousness of balancing out undone energies, loose ends here on the earth plane with people who are still embodied. And it balances karma, which is a preparation for their next incarnation, and helps the person still embodied heal the trauma and also heal the loss, because your light is like nothing else, and that comes from your heart space. You're a healer, you're a teacher, you are the bridge between worlds. And with these love lessons, that goes back to how big your heart space is, how deeply you feel things, but also how much you're going to help others heal by being this channel to connect them with their departed loved ones. And you receive a lot of downloads from the angels about yourself, others, as well as what's going on with the collective of humanity at this time. So you are just like, you have this antenna into the spirit realm, and you are picking up everything. And that's probably why I went back and forth at the beginning about like the channeler. Because to me, a channeler is somebody, it's not as specific as a medium. It's more of just like tapping into, you know, the collective, the cosmos, all that there is really, and just pulling down random information. Okay, for you coming through as a spirit medium, you do that as well, but you're far more specific. You are going to learn the difference between a soul who is incarnated and transitioned back into the non-physical, to an angel, to a being, a consciousness in a different dimension, in a different realm. Like, you are somebody who's going to be able to channel all of that information into the earth plane, like the spirit medium, in every capacity that you could conceive it to be. That is what you are, and that's pretty deep. Okay, that is very, very deep. And the angelic voice and connection to the angelic realm, you can also help people turn their lives around, bring them to the light, move them through their very painful lessons and challenges in relationships, help them sort out their karma from their past lives, make sense of what's happening and going on in this life journey. And again, for some of you, I do feel this becomes like a full-time job, and that's how you earn your income. And for others of you, you do this on the side, but it's a choice. It's like, no, I really enjoy my 3D experience, but I also enjoy the spiritual experience, and you want both. Like, you are very satisfied and content doing both, okay? And that's, Spirit's making it very clear, like, it's a choice. It's not like, oh, I have to have this 3D job to get by. Those of you who truly desire to do this as your full-time job, you will make it happen. You will get there. But again, others of you, this is just something that you want to do more on the side. And maybe later on in life is when you'll fully immerse yourself, okay? So let's pull some tarot. All right, so under atonement, we have the High Priestess. And that's just you being a channeler. And look at that, the Hierophant right next to that under your light. I mean, you got the two most spiritual cards coming out right here. The Four of Cups under Love Lessons. Okay, so this is something Spirit is bringing to my attention. Because of the way you're made and the frequency in which you primarily exist, it may be a struggle for you earlier in life, like your 20s, to find that right love match. And you just kind of feel like everything is almost, or it's just halfway. It's almost like I have to settle when it comes to romance or friendships or strong soul connections. You feel like you're settling for in your early youth, and in your youth as well as like your 20s. There comes a point where there's this major shift inside of you, and it could be like the full activation of this gift. And in that space, when you come into that bit of evolution, that bit of awareness, you are going to align to like a beautiful soul tribe, a strong romantic partner. And I feel that whoever this romantic partner is for you, every one of you, they are a medium as well. No question. Okay, they are a medium as well. And they have searched for you as you have searched for them. It's going to be a beautiful union. But also, I do feel that you are going to come into alignment with kindred spirits that just get you. And they might not be mediums, but everybody who you consider close family, whether by blood or just by association, they're all gifted spiritually in some capacity. And there will come a point in your life where it will be almost impossible for you to be close to anybody who is not in tune with their spirit, with their heart, because your heart is so big. Nine of Wands under downloads. Many expansions, activations, and awakenings for you guys this lifetime. At no point in this journey think, okay, this is it. There's nothing more for me to know or expand into further, because as soon as you think that, you're going to go up to the next level. And look at this. We have the Palace of Swords under that Akashic Librarian. You could spend like days in meditation in the spirit realm and not even realize how much time has passed on the earth plane. I feel some of you intentionally do like astral projection or like lucid dreaming, lucid meditation, where you're very aware of your connection with the angelic beings, departed souls, beings in like different dimensions and realities. Like you channel it all to the highest level possible while being embodied on the earth plane with the 963 hertz there. And the High Priestess and the Hierophant coming out. The way that you're made, you are unique, and I know that you feel things deeply, and life feels very hard and painful at times just because you are so sensitive to everything. And Spirit just wants you to remind yourself in those moments that it's not as bad as it seems, or it's not as bad as it feels, because you are this sponge and you absorb everything. And when it becomes too much, or you're feeling really out of balance mentally, emotionally, do a meditation with the 963 to get you back in alignment, and everything will be balanced and clear, and you'll be focused, and it won't feel so big and so heavy. If somebody really hurts your heart, go into that 963 frequency and connect with the angels, and you will be healed. You will feel ease. You will feel harmony. You will feel restored. All right, let's pull you some more cards. And also, Spirit's talking about, again, how your light, I mean, you are the bridge between worlds. Like, think of you as you know, the tetrahedron here. Tetrahedron. Sorry. The triangle. I'm stuck in geometric symbols. And maybe, you know, the tetrahedron is the... it's fire. It represents fire, and fire is the spirit. So maybe that's why I'm like calling this. Anyways, the triangle. You are the triangle here. You are the bridge between worlds. And here it is. You receiving all the information from the angels, departed souls, other beings from other dimensions, other realms. And you are able to properly decipher it and then express it out to others on the earth plane in a way that they can understand. Also a way that's very healing for them, or maybe even very activating for them. All right. Upside down. Okay, we have the Tree of Life coming through as a message from Spirit, and this is all about you know, as above, so below. And also, again, you being the bridge between worlds, of the higher, of the lower. Some of you may even be able to sense like that lower vibrational energy. How do I want to express this? Some of you might do where you go and cleanse houses of negative energy, close portals that have been open. Like, you have a deep awareness, and even those like lower vibrational beings, you can communicate with them. Even if you don't like to, like, you can still, if you go into a house and there's a negative entity there, you are able to communicate with it and sense it and feel it and pick up on it. Absolutely. Spirit's confirming that. And maybe as you're first awakening to your gift, it may be like you have a hard time deciphering between what is a spirit of the light opposed to the darkness, but you will come into your mastery, into your knowing. And if there's anything that happened like in your early years that kind of spooked you, don't let that deter you from your spiritual gift. Now that you are, grown and awakened and aware, you will know the difference in vibration of any spirit. Okay, you will. And this is also about the cosmic ladder, and you can go pretty much as high as anybody can to channel and bring down information. And now we have the faith card. You've really just got to believe in yourself. Let go of fixed, tangible things, because for you, you are in the non-physical, I feel, more than you are in the physical. Even if you're like fully present, grounded, and aware, you're just so connected into the spirit realm at all times. And so you've got to let go of having to know, how am I trying to express this? There's going to come a point where you're so used to receiving information from spirit that at different junctures on your journey where you have to make a choice or a decision, you kind of wait for that guidance, that insight, and it's not there. And spirit is saying, in that moment when you don't hear us speaking, what is your own soul telling you? Where is your heart calling you? Because you are connected in the spirit realm to help heal, guide others. But you need to be connected to your own heart space, your own soul, to guide you. Oh, that was beautiful and deep. All right. And lastly, willpower. Stand your ground in what you believe, in who you are, what you stand for. Let nobody shake you or try to deter you. You have a special mission. You are connected into the higher realms, the angels, you name it. And not a whole lot of people, even mediums that do it all their life, don't have this range like you do. So always stand your ground. All right, let's pull you one final message. Gaia, connect to the pulse of Mother Earth. She will guide you through times of change. All right, so again, when you're feeling really out of whack, go into that 963 hertz and do a visual meditation of growing your spiritual roots and connecting with Mother Earth Gaia, because she will also heal you and ground you and guide you and direct you. And I feel like you will channel messages from her as well. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, card number 4. All right, so with the green stone, Spirit wants you to know and acknowledging that you are a very heart-based, heart-centered person. In general, all of your spiritual gifts, talents, abilities are attached to your heart chakra. This is the opening message with the stone is very similar to the 3rd card. So if you were like torn between the 3rd and the 4th, it's because of the energy at your heart space. You are a lover, not a fighter. You are a peacemaker. You are a mediator. You definitely tap in and connect to other people's emotions, empathic ability right there, but you are very heart-centered. Everything, and at times it probably irritates you, like you see people doing things, behaving in certain ways, and it frustrates you, because you're like, even if I wanted to act out like that or behave like that, I never could. Like, it's legit not in me to behave in certain ways. But I see this happening all around me, and it's very frustrating to you. It's like, Spirit, why did you make me like this? And everybody else seems to get a free pass. Like, I legitimately could never act, do, be, or say a lot of what I experience around me. And Spirit's saying, you know, your heart is a gift. Even though at times it may feel as though it's a curse, it's a gift. This is earned through lifetimes of service to Spirit and to humanity. So let's see what your spiritual gift, talent, and ability is. All right, so you are coming through as the light worker. And being the light worker, you truly could be a psychic, a medium, an energy healer, a card reader, an intuitive empath. Like, there are endless traits to a light worker. In fact, you guys usually encompass a little bit of everything. Like, you are a one-stop shop. You're somebody who knows, I was going to say a little bit about a lot of different things, but it's like you're somebody who knows a lot about a lot of different things. You can read somebody's energy. You can read their soul. You see through them. It might scare them and intimidate them, as well as you can read somebody's energy. They cannot lie to you. They cannot put up a facade. Being the light worker, you see the truth in all things. And because you have this heart-centered energy, you immediately connect into the heart space of every single person that you will ever encounter this life journey. That is where you meet them. It's like heart to heart, whether they're a beautiful person or they're a very negative, mean, awful person. You will always connect with them in the heart space, and you read their whole life story through that heart exchange. And never underestimate that, the information and energies you're picking up on around anybody, regardless of what they're trying to reflect you to see, because your heart always will communicate with them. Like, that's where all conversations happen with you, regardless of what's being said verbally. Your heart is always connected in to the other person's heart space. That is a gift. Wow. But you are a light worker. Spirit is confirming that. So you are here to help shift the Piscean age out and bring in the Aquarian age, anchor in all the new light codes, bring new concepts, new ideas, new ways of doing things into the collective consciousness of humanity. Very gifted, not just spiritually, but in many aspects of the 3D realm. Any sort of 3D career that you have, you're going to be the best at it. Whether you are a lawyer, a doctor, a cashier at a grocery store, it does not matter. You are the top notch at whatever it is you put your energy into, and you see things as equal. There is nothing above or below. It's all the same, just different frequencies of vibration. Like, you really see that, you get that, you understand that. You are a teacher, you are an educator of 3D matters as well as spiritual matters, and you have a natural connection to the higher realms coming in as a light worker. This is a life journey that is going to be more focused on a spiritual mission rather than your own personal journey. That's not to say that you don't have awakenings and learning and evolution this lifetime, but you're more focused on like the service of spirit. So let's pull some more cards and go deeper into this message. So whenever you are feeling really sucked dry, weary, sad, defeated, it's so important for you to go within and connect to the light, to your heart space, to regenerate yourself. You are a self-healer if you were not aware of this. Next out, oh, look at that. Not surprised. Not surprised to see that Venus energy. This is all about love, but a higher consciousness through the purest frequencies of love. You bring that, you pull that energy from the higher realms into the earth plane. you offer a higher frequency of the love vibration when you connect with another person. So who you love, they will never know a love like yours, okay? Because the way you love is a higher frequency with that coming out. Oh, wow. And you are also going to help people resolve their karma, discover their path, connect the dots between their thought, emotion, and action. Because a lot of times with the law of attraction, the reason why it doesn't work for people is because they really don't take an inventory of what's happening in their mind, in their heart, at all times. And when you're first getting, into the law of attraction and energy, you have to be very disciplined and aware of every single thought and emotion that you are experiencing and you are entertaining, because that's what's being put out into the universe. And so you're going to have a huge awakening to energy, to the law of attraction and how it all works. And you're going to educate and you're going to teach others how to better understand their life journeys and cause and effect. And, a big thing I get is, I'm not a bad person, so why do so many bad things happen to me? Why are people crappy? Why am I used? Why am I taken advantage of? And it's always the same answer. It's because of the vibration existing within of, I am not enough, I'm not lovable, I am not worthy, people are always going to hurt me, people are always going to take advantage of me. You are going to show people how to break out of those molds that have trapped them for so long, and they're going to feel free and liberated and in control of their life and in control of their destiny. So you'll have many experiences to awaken you to the fullness of your light worker mission for this life journey. All right, let's pull some more cards. Gratitude. Look at that. You're light. Yes, you are something special, light worker. Star beings. So you definitely communicate with and receive information from beings in other dimensions, in other realms. Some of you may even consider yourself to be a star seed, and absolutely confirmed with that card. Next is love lessons. And this card came out for the third pile as well. And with that heart energy, I'm not surprised to see this. And next is deep healing. So different things that you go through in relationships, it may be hard, heavy, challenging, and painful at times, but those different connections are nothing but activators for you, for your spiritual work, your spiritual mission. And as you activate, the pain in your heart will always be healed. Always, always, always. But also you, with this love lessons, this deep healing, going back, to the karma, this is what you bring to each person you touch and you meet in the heart space. Whether you feel in that moment they've received the light or not, this is what you leave every single person with. You seed them with the knowing, with the tools for healing. Every single person, and it all happens at the heart space. It's subconscious. It's not a conscious act on your behalf, but when you consciously direct your energy as such, you will have even bigger and more powerful results because of who and what you are and what you are here to do. And with gratitude, this is the spiritual realm saying, we have gratitude for you, for the service that you bring to the planet, to humanity, the sacrifices that you make, the work that you've done up to this point. We applaud you. And every single person that you encounter, that you come across, at some point their heart is going to be filled with gratitude, whether you're still in communication and contact with them or not. You leave people better than when you met them. Okay, you are a healer. Your light is unmatched. Your wisdom, your intelligence, your advice, the way that you love, the way that you care, the way that you understand, the way that you read energy, unmatched. And you do channel information, so you should write that down and, you know, really consider sharing that on a platform if you don't already. And for some of you, this information may come through where you're going to write like a fictional story, or like a trilogy of informational books. It could play out in many different ways, but like that's coming through really strong. Like you are a channeler of this information, and it's important that what you receive, you share out with the rest of humanity. And there's a lot of things that are going to happen this lifetime that are going to give you cause to feel overjoyed and filled with gratitude. And no matter what happens, you will always bounce back and be stronger and bigger and better than before. And this world has never known a healer like you, a lover like you. All right, let's pull some tarot. Palace of Cups, Six of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Justice, and King of Swords. All right, so you are just made to be a very honest, truthful, open, loving being, because you are a light worker. And many of you are more than just a advanced, evolved soul, an ascended soul. Some of you are from other places, other realms, and you're here to seed humanity with higher ways of being, of thinking, of feeling, of interacting with each other. Even though at times you feel defeated and like it's all for nothing, the Seven of Pentacles I'm seeing, because I'm like seeing the chakras with her roses up there, and then the rainbow light, the chakra again, and then that rainbow light here in the ball of the chakras. When you are feeling really emotional, out of whack, out of balance, meditate to balance your chakras, to ground your energy with Mother Earth Gaia, especially focusing on the balancing and healing of your heart space. Because your chakras, all your gifts, like you move through each chakra, okay? It's more than the heart. It's like all the chakras are constantly stimulated. You bring so much to this earth plane, to everybody you touch. And this Palace of Cups, that goes back to every single person you meet. You connect at the heart space immediately, and no matter what's being expressed verbally, you're having a separate conversation at the heart space. You might also, I feel some of you be like intuitive card readers, or like you give readings to people. Some of you keep on that path. It's like you're going to own your own business. In fact, because justice has come out, I feel each and every one of you are meant to come into a spiritually based practice at some point, or to earn your income from your spiritual gift, the work that you do, because it's going to become very all-consuming, a huge focus of your time, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, in the service of others, in the service of spirit. And so you're meant to receive money back for the energy that you put out. And that's like your mission, going back to, it's more than like your personal experience, because some people are incarnated at this time and they have nothing to do with the shifting of the age, bringing Aquarius energy in. Like, they have nothing to do with that. They're just on their own journey with the evolution and expansion of their own soul. But you are somebody who is meant to come here to serve humanity, to help humanity, to help shift this age, tear down the old, bring in the new. Heart-centered frequencies is your middle name. Nobody can match the way that you love. Okay, that is a gift all on its own. So let's pull some more cards. Look at that, the rainbow body. Yeah, your chakras. You've got to make sure that you are always in balance in your chakras energetically so that you're running at full capacity. Anything is just off, like the smallest thing, is because there's an imbalance in your chakras. And so when you're feeling that, if you just take a moment, like even 5 minutes to meditate, to clear your mind, to connect into these higher realms, connect with the star beings, you will be balanced, you will be regulated, and everything will make sense once again, because when our chakras get out of whack, that's when we get very confused, very sensitive, very emotional, all of those things. Oh, look at this, magnetism. Your energy is powerful, it's attractive, it's alluring, it calls people in. And this goes back to that message of, because you can read energy so well, you are going to help educate others to understand themselves and what they're putting out energetically, and why certain things keep repeating and playing out in their existence over and over. You're going to free them from that. You're going to teach them of their own energy and bring them into their own light. And now look at this, you've got the visionary. You also see into the future. Okay, so you are a prophet. For yourself, for others, and that goes back to how I was seeing like you giving people readings. You're definitely a prophet. You read energy, you read the future, and do not underestimate that. And if you feel like sometimes it's like, yeah, I get these really strong, clear, concise messages, and then other times I just feel like I'm totally out in the weeds or nothing's coming at all, do not despair. It always goes back to your chakras. And for you guys, it's like you only need 5 or 10 minutes and you're back in the zone. You're back in your space. And so the visions that you get for others, oh my gosh, and I'm getting ready to shuffle your final message. And look at vision is on the bottom. Trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul. Wow. So that goes also back to helping others see the truth of self, find the light in themselves, find their destiny, find their calling, find their path. You are a healer, you are a teacher, you are multi-gifted, okay, in the spiritual realm. And you're meant to take all of that and work it in different ways in the 3D realm, this life journey. And that is your primary focus, that is your main focus. All right, let's pull you one final message. All right, I guess you get 2 final messages. What do we have? Oh my gosh, vibration. And that goes back to the magnetism. Your vibration is being raised to higher levels. You are connected to cosmic intelligence. Yes, you are. The star seed, some of you are star seeds, and others of you are connected into those other realms, pulling down the frequencies, different light codes into the earth plane right here. And magnificence. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique, but most importantly, you are enough. And you know, because you are so heart-centered and heart-based, I do feel that it's very disheartening for you when you feel something, when you care so deeply, just to feel totally shortchanged by somebody else, or like they didn't see you, they don't appreciate you, they don't value you. That really hurts you. And at times you start to pick yourself apart and think little of yourself because of their inability to recognize or meet you on the same frequency in the heart space. And Spirit doesn't want you to question yourself, think low of yourself, feel bad, because it's not you, it's them. They are just unable to meet you on that frequency. However, you being in their life, you plant that seed inside of them for the potential for them to one day expand into that higher frequency of love, of light. So never beat yourself up, never feel bad, and trust that you seed everybody with love and light that you meet but the timing it takes for those seeds to totally take root, sprout, and grow is different. Everybody's on a different path, but don't underestimate yourself. Your job is just to leave those seeds, and you do it, and you're magnificent at it. You're beautiful at it. You are unmatched. The way that you love, the way that you care, the way that you feel, the way that you understand, the way that you lead people into the light. You are special. Spirit cannot iterate that enough for you, how special you are and how much you are needed at this time. Just look at the state of the world at this time. Everything going on. I'm recording this in April of 2021, just for reference. And you are the purpose to hold the space at this time. Like, that is your purpose, is to hold the light as the age shifts, because as an age truly shifts, it's crazy, it's chaotic, it's tower moments, it's paradigms being torn down, it's all kinds of, clashing and conflicting energies bouncing off each other. It's like we got to wipe the landscape clean to plant all this new beautiful energy for the age to come, which is a whole different experience and vibration for the collective of humanity. And you were instrumental in that, and holding the space of light right now is more important than ever before. Don't look around in the world and get weary and deterred. Look at the world and use that as your assurance as to why you're here, and validate your purpose even deeper. You are a different frequency. You hold the light. You hold a different frequency for others to join, and it's a level up. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, card number 5. All right, so you being attracted to card number 5 also pulled you in to the amethyst. So your spiritual gift, talent, and ability is also connected to your crown chakra. And that spiritual gifts don't always have to be attached to that chakra, but for you guys, this chakra is wide open. You have a very strong cosmic connection. You channel a lot of information from the higher realms, okay? Regardless of what your spiritual gift is, and we'll get to that, you are also a channeler, and Spirit wants you to know that and not discount all of the information that comes to you, like spiritual concepts and ideas, creative ideas. You receive so much information. Like, sometimes you could feel like you are on information or idea overload because so much comes to you. It's coming to you from the higher realms. You are naturally connected in. So whenever you're feeling really lost, or you're trying to figure something out, or you need some grounding, you need some guidance, do some meditation focused on, opening up that crown chakra, and you'll receive the answer instantaneously, okay? With this coming through, Spirit wants you to know that you are a channeler. All right, so your spiritual gift on top of that is you are an empath. And the reason, you're like, is being an empath a spiritual gift? Spirit is saying for you, it is, because you are a whole different kind of empath than the average one. Because not only do you connect in and you feel somebody's emotions, and you could take on their experiences as if they're your very own, there's this other way of perception of their experience, where it's like you walk in their shoes and you see through their eyes because of your cosmic connection, whereas the average empath is just pretty much connected to somebody emotionally and is picking up on the emotions. You literally can walk in somebody else's shoes. Like 100%. You can tap into their energy, see through their eyes, the thoughts in their mind, and it's like you become them. I have never ever picked up on that in a reading. In fact, these 5 readings for these spiritual gifts have gone so deep and wide. I'm just in awe of spirit. But yeah, you are an empath that literally can become somebody else, like the epitome of what a shapeshifter is. But this is in your way of connecting and understanding other people. And so because of you and the way that you're able to do things and understand things, people feel like you read their mind, or you just know so much about them. They're like, you know, have you been stalking me? Have you been snooping? Like, how do you know that? And it's like, because I know how to be you. And I don't even try. It's just something that happens energetically. Like, it's just, I'm an empath. Like, I can't help it. It's the way I'm made. Just like a sponge, you know, absorbs fluid. That's what I am. I absorb energy and emotion, but to such a degree that I can literally know what it's like to walk in your shoes. So nobody could ever tell you, you don't get it, you don't understand. Because if anybody in this world is going to get it and is going to understand without ever having personally experienced, it's going to be you. Wow. All right. I'm excited. Let's pull some more cards for you guys. Oh, yeah, look at that. You also have this ability to neutralize energy in situations. So if somebody is like super emotional, acting all crazy, you channel the information whether you realize it or not. Like, you are always given instruction how to help another person, the advice they need, the guidance, the clarity, the level of love. Do they need soft love or do they need tough love? Like, you're always going to receive the answer of what needs to happen to help another person. All right. And you have this beautiful ability of transforming and transmuting negative energy into positive energy. So you guys probably also pick up like illness, like, wow, this goes so deep. Illness, emotional trauma. It's like you could be around somebody and you absorb all of that negative energy. They're healed, they're happy, they're good, they're going on their way, but it's like it now is existing inside of you. Oh my gosh. Not only do you have this ability to like shapeshift, to walk in somebody's shoes, you also have this ability to like reach in and like pull out all the dark energy so that they're healed and they can expand into the lesson, the knowing of what that energy represented, but you pull it out of them. And so for you guys, learning how to transmute that energy and return it to the universe may be a struggle. Okay, that's why you have this cosmic connection to always tell you what you need to do, lead you and align you to all the information that you need to come into knowing, into understanding on how to transmute that negative energy. Oh, wow. Yes, you guys have a Lionsgate 888. And this is attached to ancient Egypt. So you guys are definitely wise old souls. And this is also about, you know, turning negative into positive. Okay. So triumph over the negative, turning negative into positive, connection to the cosmos, a channeler of information, but also you have a connection to ancient Egypt. And oh wow, and now we've got 333, 888 and 333 coming through for you guys. So these are master numbers 44, 33 and 888. Pay attention to those because the spirits are going to use those numbers to speak to you, and they each hold a different frequency. So if you don't know a whole lot about the numbers and their different meanings, do a search, because the angels, the spirits, other beings, star beings, use numbers to communicate with you. And this is a confirmation that you are a light worker. Okay, so on top of this, out of this world empath like I've never seen, You are a light worker. You are definitely an ascended soul, or you are a starseed that comes from another realm. Okay, and that's why you are just this magic being that I'm like in awe of. And you clean house energetically. You clean house on this earth plane. 44, because this is card 44. So 44, 888. And then this is card 33, 333. Fours, eights, and threes are very significant in the tools that spirits use to communicate with you guys. Also a connection to ancient Egypt. All right, let's pull some more cards for you. I'm all excited and fired up for this reading. So exciting for me when I tap into an energy that I've never experienced before in a reading. So oh, look at this. You are meant to have a very special romantic love this life journey, who is of the same frequency of you, cut from the same cloth as you, very sensitive empath just like you, light worker just like you. All right, challenging path, Reiki, rabbit hole, and meditation. All right, so spiritual companion, that is your divine soulmate, your twin flame. You and this person come together not only to offer joy in the 3D experience, but also for a lot of spiritual support, connection, and understanding that you don't feel you receive in many of your relationships, because you are special, you're different. And this person is made just like you. And when you guys come together, it's like you're going to think each other's thoughts. You guys probably won't even need to verbally communicate after a very short period of time of being together. That's how deep this connection goes. It's beautiful, it's divine, and it comes at the time in your life when you feel that you need it the absolute most. And here we have the challenging path. That goes back to you being able to transmute that negative energy, that dark energy, into light. And in your earlier years, understanding this and understanding yourself may be very challenging for you, but you are going to come into enlightenment. You will know. Okay, and with Reiki, this is also where some of you, it may be a sign, if you've been thinking about it, to get into energy healing and energy work. You will be very successful at that. But when you're feeling, you know, crazy, out of balance, go get a Reiki session, or look up online on YouTube for a free remote Reiki meditation healing. There are tons of them. And with the rabbit hole, there you are going to have a lot of different thoughts and spiritual concepts that are nothing like anybody else. And you may think that you're just crazy, but you're not. You are a high level being. So what you channel is meant to come through you, the vessel of you, and then you to disseminate that into humanity, manifest it in humanity how you see fit. And here with the meditation, that goes back to the Reiki and the energy work. Some of you, big positive sign that you are meant to also do energy healing. But for you guys, when life is just way too much, it's because we've got to pull our energy back. We've got to go into meditation, and we might even need some energy healing from another person. So let's pull you some tarot. And I love that, the lion and the tiger right there. Like, that's you and the spiritual companion. One of you, the lion, the other of you, the tiger. Both majestic, beautiful beasts, right? Yet you are different. Part of the same family, yet a different sect of that same spiritual family. That's beautiful. Knight of Wands, High Priestess, Seven of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Chariot. I was going to say, I was feeling strong Cancerian energy in this reading. Doesn't have to be all of you are Cancers, but those of you who are, there is a confirmation for you right there. Okay, the Knight of Wands coming through under the spiritual companion. Yeah, this person comes into your life at the perfect time, and they activate and ignite a part of you that was asleep until their moment of arrival. When this spiritual companion comes in, I do feel like your path really kind of turns in a way that you didn't anticipate previously, but it turns in a very positive way. And here it is, the challenging path with the High Priestess. When you're lost, you have so many beings around you that will guide you, that will give you answers, that will give you clarity. And when you feel broken, used, abused, lied to, taken advantage of, I can't face one more day, get some energy healing. For you guys, it is so important that you take care of your energetic health because of who and what you are. And Spirit has confirmed that multiple times through this reading. Your energetic health is everything. And here it is, the Queen of Cups. You are a wealth of wisdom. A lot of that you are channeling from other realms. And don't doubt yourself. You're also meant to be very creative. So maybe some of you create products, you write stories. Maybe you are going to write a fictional story that's spiritually based. You write poetry, sharing, just channeling sessions, spiritual information. Like, that is definitely meant to be part of your journey. And no matter how out there what you're channeling is, always share it. You don't know who that is going to activate, trigger, and help out. And lastly, here with the Chariot, there comes a point in this life journey where things don't feel so hard and so heavy and so challenging for you. It does get easier, it does get lighter, and it's like the more and more you are expanded and awakened, the easier and easier it gets for you. And then when this spiritual companion and partnership shows up, it's just like everything for you. So you are definitely a part of that, and it will be everything you need in the moment that you need it. All right, let's pull some more cards. Look at that. There's that 33 again, that master number that Spirit's going to use to communicate with you. And look at this. It's like you've just got to trust. You've got to really trust in yourself, your intuition, your spiritual gifts, the way that you experience and perceive reality, even though 99.9% of people you meet will have no concept of what life is like for you. You've got to trust that you're made this way for purpose, that you are unique, you're not crazy, you are a very healing being, and humanity needs you and needs your love and needs your light. Creative spark, yes, yes. You are a very creative being, and how that manifests through each of you is different. You're all on a different path, right? But those creative ideas, follow them through. You could really make something with that. And sacred union, yes. There you go. We have the spiritual companion up here with the sacred union. And what I love about this is, 33 would be 6, right? 24 would be 6. And so you pretty much got 666 coming through. And contrary to the way that that number has been used, sixes are all about harmony. Just like, interesting. If you go to India, the swastika is everywhere because it holds a very spiritual meaning and message. However, a negative person took on that very spiritual symbol and turned it into something ugly and bad. right? So when you see 666, do not look at that as some satanic, demonic. Maybe there are people that claim that number as such, but I know it is the number of harmony, of flow, of peace, and that's what you bring to this earth plane with your love and your light, is so much harmony and flow for so many different people. Okay, but also with the 666 coming through, there is going to come a point in your journey where it is more flow than anything else for you. All right, so I just wanted to point that out. But here, back to this sacred union, this spiritual connection. Never ever lose sight of this. Don't give up hope. Don't give up faith. Know that this person comes in at the perfect time when you truly need them, but also when you're fully ready to receive them and you're awakened and you're activated. And you guys are going to be such a pillar of support and unconditional love for each other. And you guys have done this many lifetimes with each other, helping awaken humanity, shifting an age. You are an ancient, wise, old soul. Remember, we go back to ancient Egypt here. Also, with that message about the sixes and the swastikas, you guys are somebody who can transmute. Yeah, and we already picked up on that, right? Yeah, you guys are somebody who can transmute symbols of hatred, of just low vibrational energy. You can transform that into love and light. Like, you have that power. And when you come into this divine union, it's like the crystalline twin flames. You guys are stronger together. That's so beautiful. All right, let's pull one final card. Gaia. Connect to the pulse of Mother Earth. She will guide you through this time of change. So because of your energetic sensitivities, very important that you also check in with Mother Earth Gaia on the daily to ground your energies, to replenish your energy. She is there for you. She loves you. She supports you. Her spirit is with you each and every day. And you've worked with her many lifetimes. So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.